Hello friends, this is Astrologer Mohnish once again, and thank you for watching my videos about Vedic Astrology. Well, as always, I'm going to bring something new for you to learn in this video. And in this video, I'll be talking about the three major planets of your life. And I will show you in the exercise also, step by step, how you can see that. These three planets are the major planets which define or signify how much growth you will have in your life, how much the fortunes and the fate and your good luck is helping you rise in your life. These are very important three planets, and Sage Parashara has also given a lot of references and significance to these three house lords. And all you have to do is open your chart and see where they are placed. If these three planets, which I'll be showing you in a minute, in one of the horoscopes, if these three planets have a certain combination or certain linkages to each other, direct or indirect, they will definitely help you grow in life. And your life will be at the growth. You will always see good results, overall good auspicious results, and growth in your life, in anything you do, in your status, in your karmas, in your financial gains, in your relationships, because these three planets will help you enormously by providing you the good fortune, good luck, and a support to produce and provide happy, healthy, and very auspicious results. So, without going further, I will start sharing my screen with you and show you what to see, how to see, and when to see. So, I hope you all know the zodiac signs and their lords. For a very acute beginners who have just started learning astrology, they should know this, memorize this table, or if they cannot memorize it, they should always keep it in their back pocket. So this is all about the zodiac signs 1 till 12, and each zodiac sign is ruled by a planet. So, like Aries is ruled by Mars, Pisces is ruled by Jupiter, Gemini is ruled by Mercury, so on and so forth. So, every planet in this universe holds or rules two zodiac signs, except for Sun and Moon. And there's no zodiac signs for the Rahu and Ketu. Okay, so you have to always understand this. This is the prime prerequisite of astrology. So, Sun rules Leo, Moon rules Cancer, and other planets like Mars, Venus, Mercury, Jupiter, and Saturn, they each rules two zodiac signs in the cosmos. So this is the first prerequisite. If you don't understand it, if you have never seen it before, just keep this in the back pocket. And these are the number of zodiac signs. So if you open your chart, let's say this is Jagannath Hora. So you see here, this is the number of the zodiac sign. So all you have to do is when you open your chart, the three major important planets, one is the lord of your ascendant. Like for instance, this is the current day and time chart. The lord of ascendant in this scenario is moon, because this is a Cancer sign rising from the eastern horizon. The first is this box. Always check this box. Second is come to straight fifth house. This is the fifth house. And the lord of fifth house is Mars at present as we talk. This is the present day and time chart. And the third thing what you need to see is the lord of ninth house. For example, this is Jupiter. This is sign is Pisces, and the lord is Jupiter. So these three houses makes the triangle of your life, the most important triangle of your life, which will always and always give you the benefits, the fortune, and the karmas. I won't go much in details, but consider fifth house is a house of your purva punyas, the good deeds, the good karmas, what you're bringing from your previous life. And the ninth house is a house of your learnings and the fortune which you have accumulated or acclaimed during this life with your good deeds. So if these three, the lords of these three houses, are having some kind of a linkages or a combination, that will always prove you very, very, very benefit. And if you also know the friendship and the enemy tables of the planets, you will always see that the first house is always considered to be the prime minister of your horoscope. The Lord of first house is known as the prime minister of your horoscope. This is the most important house for your natal chart. And the prime minister allocates the portfolio of finance, of your self efforts, of your family, of your marriage, of your career to other planets. And if you notice that the ascendant lord, that is the prime minister, always and always allocate the portfolio of the fifth and the ninth house to its friends or with its neutral relationships. So ascendant lord always give the portfolio of fifth house and ninth house to either its friendly planet or to the planet with whom it has a neutral relationship. You will never see the prime minister and the fifth or ninth house lords are enemies. Open your chart and you can see that. For instance, this is Moon and Mars, they are friends. Moon and Jupiter, they are friends. So Moon is allocating in this scenario, in this horoscope, the portfolio of fifth house and ninth house to your to Mars and Jupiter. So this is Moon, this is Mars, this is Jupiter, and you see the three are friends. You will never see Moon is allocating this to one of its enemies or any zodiac sign, any ascendant sign, ascendant lord never gives the portfolio of fifth and ninth house to its enemies. So open your chart and see it. So this is what you need to see. The relationship between these three is called a trinal relationship. And if you have understood the mathematics, a square plus b square is always equals to c square. So I won't go into the mathematics of it, but understand these three lords gives you the maximum in your life. If they are well placed or they have a certain combination and linkages to each other, because these three are friends. All three friends are actually helping you boost your life, give you everything what you desire, fulfillment of your manifestation, fulfillment of your desires, manifestation of your dreams. So their combination, linkages, and placement is very important. And if they are well combined and have a good and been sitting in a nice and been placed in a good houses, you will always see that your life will always rise. You will have a growth, and whatever you touch, you will be able to turn into gold. So this is the most important thing what you need to see. And now what I'll do is I'll go over some of the example charts to show you some of the charts of the most famous or the most successful people in this era, so that you can see that the theory what I'm trying to teach you, how much practically it makes sense, because it's all about research. And the more you do research in astrology, the more you learn about astrology. So this is what you need to do. Open your charts and look at your ascendant lord, fifth lord, and ninth lord, and see if they make any relationships, any combination, and if the sun is with them also, which will give you enormous fame. So let's go into the example charts, and I will show you, through my research, that how you can also see the results of the combination of these three planets. So this is a chart of Bill Gates, and I'm going to take my marker. So all you do is, so first of all, a little bit of the settings. So this is the ascendant. This is the ascendant sign. This is a natal chart, the Lagna chart, and the chart below is the Bhava Chalit chart, which we have to see for the placements of the planets. So the settings are, you go in here, right click and see, select the Bhava Chalit based on the Rashi chart. And for the houses, I normally pick this setting, Placidus house system, and ascendant is the start of the first house. This gives you the most accurate results. Now back to the chart. So in this chart, we see what signs the planets are in, and in this chart we see what is the placement of those planets in this horoscope. So if you don't understand the Bhava Chalit charts or the Placidus house system, go back to my video number 1, the prerequisites of seeing your horoscope. That will tell you everything about what does the Bhava Chalit chart means, because this chart gives us the real and the accurate longitude of the planets. So always see the planets position in this chart. So this is Bill Gates chart. So mark this. This is ascendant Lord. So ascendant Lord in this case is the sign is Gemini. The ascendant Lord is Mercury. So where is Mercury sitting? Don't look at this chart. Come to this chart. So Mercury is sitting in fourth house. Now mark this. This is fifth house. The Lord of fifth house is, so fifth house is ruled by, so this is sign is Libra, and the Lord is Venus. So Venus is sitting in, come here, in fifth house, in its own house. Now mark here. This is ninth house, Aquarius. And the Lord of Aquarius is Saturn. So ninth Lord is Saturn and also sitting in fifth house. So these two have linked directly here. And if you see, Sun is also sitting here in this combination, providing him a great fame. So this is how you see the first thing when you open a chart, that is there any link between first, fifth, and the ninth lord. So in Bill Gates chart, you can easily see that the first house lord is in fourth, fifth is in fifth, and ninth is also in fifth, which makes a direct linkages between the house number fifth house, which makes a direct link between 5 and 9. So we're going to go further. I'm going to show you more charts here. So let's open a chart of Mr. Amitabh Bachchan, the mega star of Bollywood film industry. So if you see Mr. Amitabh Bachchan's chart, all you have to do is mark the ascendant first. So who's ascendant lord? It's Saturn. And where is Saturn sitting? Don't look at this chart, come straight here. Saturn is sitting in third house. So look at the fifth house. Who is the lord of fifth house? Lord of fifth house is Mercury. Mercury is sitting in seventh house. Who is the lord of ninth house? Ninth house is ruled by, this is a Libra sign here, ruled by Venus. Venus is sitting in seventh house. So you see Mercury and Venus, they both are joined. They both are sitting in seventh house along with Sun, giving him enormous fame in life. And if you also see both the lord of fifth and the lord of ninth, that is Mercury and Venus, they both are aspecting the first house. So they are sitting in seventh house, and from seventh house, their seventh aspect, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, is aspecting the Lagna, the first house, the house of Prime Minister. See, this is an enormous, enormous, enormous combination, giving him enormous, enormous, enormous success in life. Next example I'm going to take is Jeff Bezos chart. And Jeff Bezos, he's a founder and the king of the Amazon empire. We all know about him. So if we see his chart and only see the three houses, the first house is, you see it's Jupiter. The Lord is Jupiter, and Jupiter is sitting in 12th house in his Bhavachalit chart. Fifth house is Moon. Moon is sitting in ninth house. See, the fifth house has already made a connection with the ninth house. And then the ninth house lord, which is Mars in this scenario, Mars is sitting in 10th house along with Sun, and it is aspecting the first house. Mars aspect the fourth house, seventh house, and the eighth house. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Mars, the lord of ninth, is aspecting the first house. So the link between 5 and 9 and 1 is clearly shown here. See how amazing this is. I'm just showing you only three planets, only three lords, lord of first, 5 and 9. And you can see when there's a good combination where there's a linkage between these three friends, the life will always prosper, always prosper. So the next chart I'm going to show you is of Sachin Tendulkar, who is the famous cricketer of the world, the most famous, the legend in the cricketing world. So Sachin Tendulkar. So look at his chart, and all we have to do is just analyze his three houses. So his ascendant lord is Sun. Sun is sitting in ninth house. So ascendant is already making a relationship with the ninth. His fifth house is Jupiter. Ruler is the lord of fifth is Jupiter. Jupiter is sitting in sixth house. His ninth lord is Mars, and Mars is sitting in again sixth house, connected with the lord of fifth. So here's a connection. And if you see, Mars is aspecting one, two, three, four, its own house, the ninth lord, and also the lord of ascendant. His ascendant is Sun. So Mars, the lord of ninth, is aspecting Sun, the ascendant lord, and also its own home. So Mars is making connection from here till here and from here till here also. So these three friends have given him enormous results in his career just by looking the three placements, the placements of these three lords. If they have a linkages, the life will give you a rise, a growth. And how much growth, it also depends on the strength of the planets, which I'm not showing in this video. But what is the strength of the planets and where actually they are meeting, which house they are meeting, that also talks about it. But consider, for you as a beginner or as a learner, if you see these three houses and try to interpret it, the lords of these three houses, these three trines, ascendant, 5 and 9, the picture will be very much clear in your head as where your life going to be in terms of your growth, in terms of your expansion, in terms of how much fortune will help you rise in life. So I hope it makes sense and you've been understanding this concept. So finally, I'm going to take one more example for you, a very strong example of rags to riches. I'm going to take a chart of Dhirubhai Ambani. He's a billionaire. He was a billionaire in India, and he rose to the power from literally from nothing, rags to riches story. And if you see his chart, ascendant lord is Jupiter. Jupiter is sitting right in the ninth house. Connection is already formed. And his fifth lord is Mars. Mars is already also sitting with the ascendant lord in the ninth house. So this and this also connected. And the third, his ninth lord, which is Sun, is sitting in the first house. And again, one, two, three, four, five. Jupiter is aspecting it. Jupiter's fifth aspect is on the first house and also on the lord of ninth house. So this and this again connected. See, this is how the connection of the planet, these three planets, makes you understand the horoscope or your natal chart instantly in less than 5 minutes, as how much growth you can expect in your life. So what are you waiting for? Open your chart, see your ascendant lord, fifth lord, and ninth lord, and see where are they connecting. How are they connecting? Direct connection, they're sitting at each other's home, or indirect connection through aspects. And they all have their own strengths. And also look at the Shadbal, the strength of the planets, the first lord, fifth lord, and ninth lord, which I'm not showing you here, but I want you to do that research of your own. Watch my video of Shadbal, how you analyze and interpret the strength of the planets. And do the same thing. Once you know the linkages between the first 5 and 9, then look at the strength of the planets and see who is weak and who is powerful and which one is going to give you the most results. So I hope you enjoyed watching this, and if you have not subscribed to my video, then my only one word to you is seriously, guys, seriously. I'm putting up so much of my time and effort and resources to make these videos. And if you're learning something from me, your karmic obligation is to connect with me, at least to motivate me. That what I'm doing is doing for a good purpose, and what I'm trying to teach, what I'm trying to show you is actually reaching out to you. So please subscribe to my channel so that you don't miss out any of these videos, amazing videos, which I do only for you, only for you. And please like it, share it with your family and friends. Transform your life. This is the motive. This is the motto. This is the goal. I want to help you transform your life by knowing the manual of your life, your strength and your weaknesses. And this is very, very, very important. So, this is Astrologer Mohnish once again, and I will see you in my next video very soon. Thank you. Stay safe and stay positive and stay healthy.